Strawberry Elephant is one of the most sought-after Italian Brainrots, but what if it became even stronger? Now, for the next 100 days, I'll be surviving in hardcore Minecraft as the Radioactive Elephant, using my irradiated powers to strike down enemies and absorb their radiation to grow into even bigger and stronger forms. Will I be able to pierce through the Diamond Meowl's armor, or will I be left to rot? It was time to find out, as I spawned into the overworld as a baby Strawberry Elephant. I was living alongside all the other Brainrots, happily enjoying the place we called home. Another day being crazy and unique. Suddenly, the sky above changed color, and nuclear attacks fell down onto me and my friends. They were taken out one after the other, corrupted by the nuclear radiation surging from each strike. What's going on here? I need to take cover! I ran as hellfire rained down behind me and quickly jumped into a nearby sewer where I hoped to find shelter. But soon, the water around me turned radioactive green, spreading the disease onto my body. It was only a matter of time before the nuclear radiation took over my entire form. My strawberry skin began to glow green as I transformed into a radioactive elephant. I feel strange. How did I survive? The ceiling above me exploded, revealing a meow made of glistening diamonds.
Looks like the Chosen One has shown himself.
Who are you?
I'm the Diamond Meowl. You all are inferior to my diamond brilliance, and for that, you will be exterminated.
Please, we're innocent. Let us go.
Never! I'll be disposing of you and all of the other Brainrots now.
Despite my pleas, the massive Brainrot began to unleash more devastating attacks onto me. On day 2, I jumped out of the sewer hole and began my fight with the Diamond Meowl. If I was gonna survive, I was gonna have to defend myself. In my new radioactive form, I was able to use toxic slice attacks, proving I was now much stronger than I was previously. However, it was no use. My attacks couldn't break through the Meowl's diamond armor. His sonic screams and laser eye powers were overwhelming, giving me no chance to win.
Your struggle is useless. I'm immune to your radiation.
He sent out a follow-up attack, blasting me away. I knew there was no way I was winning this fight. I had to run if I was gonna make it. I ran away from my home as the Diamond Meowl tried to hit me with attacks from the sky above. As I ran, I spotted an interesting dog, but I couldn't slow down to take a better look. Did you see that? Be sure to watch until the end of the video to find all the secrets. I managed to find a tree to hide under as the Diamond Meowl passed by, buying me enough time to keep moving. Soon, I found myself at Steal a Brainrot. However, something was wrong. The place had been completely radiated by the Diamond Meowl's attacks. Hello? Is anyone here? Without warning, the conveyor belt sprang to life, spitting out a brand new nuclear bombardiro crocodile. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so happy to see another Brainrot like me. The Diamond Meowl has gone crazy. Is something wrong? I didn't have a moment to think before the nuclear-powered crocodile flew towards me with his guns blazing. Whatever sanity he had was lost when he was corrupted. I knew I was no match for the beast. I ran away as the nuclear bombardiro gave chase. On day 3, I was chased through the overworld by the terrifying crocodile in the sky behind me. He unleashed his radioactive attacks, trying to take me out. Although I was able to avoid him with my small size, it was clear that I wouldn't be able to run forever. I need to find a place to hide, but where? Over here! I quickly realized that Leary Lee Lawry Law was trying to help me. With nowhere else to run, I quickly followed the fellow elephant Brainrot into hiding, losing the nuclear bombardiro for now. What's going on here? What's wrong with Bombardiro?
It's the beginning of the Diamond Mob's plan. All regular Brainrot mobs that come into contact with the radioactive infection become zombies like Bombardiro. The only mobs immune to its power are the ones made of diamond, as well as a single special mob from Legend. This Chosen One can harness the power of the radiation and absorb its evil to purify the lands. That Chosen One is you. You must locate all 6 radioactive cores and cleanse the world before everyone is turned into zombies. You're our only hope.
If that's the case, then I'll stop at nothing to reach my full power. The Meow won't get away with this.
I can help you find the first core. It's back at Steal a Brainrot.
Suddenly, the ceiling concealing us was destroyed as the nuclear bombardiro loomed over us. Our cover had been blown.
Eliminate all mobs.
He dropped a nuclear attack onto us, creating a radiated shockwave within the cave. Thanks to my radiated form, I endured the attacks, but Lee wasn't so lucky. He had mutated into a zombie just like Bombardiro. I have to get out of here! I escaped from the hiding spot, hoping to lose the two of them before they could capture me. On days 4 through 7, I returned to steal a Brainrot in search of the radioactive core that Lee had told me about. With Bombardiro and Lee still hot on my tail, I took cover inside of a base just in time.
Where are you, pathetic mob?
Bombardiro and Lee continued their search for me, but I managed to dodge them until I finally ended up inside of the conveyor belt. Wait, the radiation could be coming from the back of this thing. I need to get in deeper. I used my powers to break the back wall of the machine, only to arrive inside of a hidden room. There, I found the radioactive core I was seeking, just as I thought. This radiation is mine! I interacted with the core, causing my radioactive body to change into something even more powerful. As I absorbed the core's radiation, I grew bigger in size, sprouted a pair of powerful tusks, and became more fierce than ever before. I now had 5 more hearts and new abilities. All the while, the terrain outside was purified too, even transforming Lee back to his normal self.
What happened? I'm back to normal.
Oh, this is impossible!
I came out on the other side of the belt, presenting my new form to the enemy.
What the?
Time to taste my true power! Eager to try out my new skills, I jumped into battle with a nuclear Bombardiro Crocodile. I bombarded him with my radioactive wave attacks, proving that I was much more powerful thanks to the radiation from the core. Not to be outdone, Bombardiro tried to perform strafing runs, vomiting burning ooze from his mouth that stung my skin. I did everything I could to avoid his bombardments, and kept him at bay by spreading out my attacks in a wide, fan-like pattern. It was working, and I was winning. Bombardiro tried to keep up, but my strength had increased tenfold. Soon, I managed to strike down the Brainrots, returning him back to his normal, uncorrupted form.
I'm me again. Did you cure me of my radiation?
I think so. Looks like I can heal mobs that are in trouble like you. Before we could get our bearings, the ground shook under our feet as a shark fin swam into the area. The beasts broke out of the ground, revealing themselves as a Diamond Trallalero Tralala.
The radioactive elephant has been located. It's time for me to remind you who the superior mobs are.
This looks like bad news. Run! I'll fend them off! Bombardiro fled from the area as I prepared for battle. On days 8 through 10, I clashed against the Diamond Landshark, determined to protect the newly revived area. He came after me with ferocious sharp teeth. His indestructible skin gave him incredible endurance. His ability to swim through the earth like water proved difficult for me to handle. He truly was a powerful diamond mob, just like the Diamond Meowl. I fought back with everything in my arsenal. The vine whips glanced off him like they were wet napkins. Thanks to his diamond armored body, my radiation had no effect on him.
You fool! The power of the Diamond Brainrots is unmatched! Your radiation will never defeat us!
He took his chance to land a devastating laser beam, overwhelming me. At this rate, I wasn't gonna win this fight. I can't keep fighting like this. I have to run if I want to live another day.
Get back here!
I ran from the Steel Brainrot area as Trallalero pursued close behind me. He was able to move swiftly on the land, swimming through it as if it was just water. I knew it was only a matter of time before he caught up to me. I needed to act fast. Take this! I used my abilities to create a radiated terrain, blocking his path and forcing him to resurface.
This won't hold me back forever.
Knowing he wouldn't be stopped for long, I pushed ahead until I found a trail of trash on the ground. Finally, I had spotted a clue. This might be my only chance to escape. Here goes nothing! I took the risk and followed the lead, unsure of where following the trash would cause me to end up. On days 11 through 14, I arrived at the end of the path to find myself at an ocean shore littered with trash and toxic sludge. With this much pollution, the next radiation zone must be close. I began to investigate the shore in hopes of finding the clue I was missing. Among the random objects scattered around, I managed to find a chest with a map inside. Bingo! Now just to follow the map and… Suddenly, I felt something pinch my leg, causing me to drop my map. Ow! What the heck? I turned to see the tiny chef Crabracadabra had snapped at me. He then snagged my map and ran off.
See you later, sucker!
Get back here! I followed after the thief through the polluted beach, trying to reclaim my lost loot. He was quicker than me, so I had to act fast. I used one of my radiated attacks on the crab, hitting him and getting him to stop. Nowhere to run. Give me back my map.
Ah! Just take it, here! You can have these too!
Chef Crabacadabra tossed over my map along with a potion of water breathing before scurrying off into the nearby ocean. Trollolero is probably still hot on my tail. I better get moving. With my map in hand, I went into the water and began to search for the next core. Thanks to the water breathing potion, swimming was a breeze, but I couldn't shake the feeling someone was watching me. It's quiet. Too quiet.
Surprise!
Before I could react, Diamond Trollolero lunged at me with his gaping shark jaws. On days 15 through 17, I was fighting against the diamond land shark under the water. I tried my best to defend myself, but as a creature of both land and sea, Trollolero was able to glide through the water with ease. I knew at this rate it was impossible for me to win this battle.
Struggle all you want. You'll never defeat me here.
You're right. I just need to slow you down somehow. I then swam off with a new plan in mind. The shark chased after me as I searched for magma blocks within the ocean. Just then, I spotted a cluster of them, giving me my opportunity. Hey, shark boy, over here! I led Trollolero in my direction straight into the magma bubbles, causing him to become trapped.
What is this?
While he was kept in place by the magma bubbles, I fled from the scene until I arrived at the location on the map. I found a radiated ocean monument where the next radiated core was waiting for me. I knew I was close. I just need to reach that core. Before I could get in close, Diamond Trollolero swooped in from the corner and chomped onto me.
You're dead now.
Trollolero was dead set on ending, and I needed to grab the core before I was fish food. On days 18 through 21, Trollolero fought once more as I tried to head towards the core. It was tight, but I managed to push the shark back and swim over to grab it, causing its powers to absorb into me. I grew even bigger and stronger in size, sprouting an extra pair of tusks and becoming armed with a powerful nuclear cannon. I now had 5 more hearts, new powers, and even more strength than before.
No, you got the core. Meowl won't like this.
I'm counting on it. Now, let's go for round 2. I jumped into battle, eager to try out my new powers. I blasted the Diamond Trollolero with my nuclear cannon, and it was strong enough to even pierce his diamond armor. He tried to fight me back with his attacks, but it was no use. I was beginning to get the upper hand.
This is impossible. I'm supposed to be invincible.
Well, newsflash, the other Brainrot mobs are rising up. With one final blow, I managed to strike down Diamond Trollolero once and for all. I had finally defeated my first Diamond Brainrot. I swam back up to the surface of the ocean, ready to take on my next challenge. 2 radioactive cores down, 4 more to go. Before I could celebrate, the Diamond Meowl came flying in overhead. I ducked back into the water, staying out of his line of sight for now. Trouble is closer than I thought. I better get back to shore to keep getting stronger. On days 22 through 25, I made my way back up to the surface, only to find a stage where performance was beginning to unfold. In the center of the stage was none other than the brilliantly shiny Diamond Ballerina Cappuccina. Looks like another of the Diamond Meow's goons is already here. Better be careful. I tried my best to lay low, but being a bright green elephant in an open field, that was pretty much impossible. And she spotted me quickly.
Ew! A disgusting radioactive elephant came to crash my performance? This is unacceptable!
Look, I don't want any trouble. I'm just here to purify the land for all the brain rot.
Listen to yourself. Purify the brain rot? It's too rotten. It's in the name.
You know what? You're totally right. I'll just be going now.
Not so fast. You asked for trouble the moment you stuck your ugly trunk into my business. Cappuccino Assassino? Get him!
Then, out of the shadows, came none other than Ballerina's on-again, off-again mocha boyfriend who suddenly powered up. Wait, you're nuclear too? Why are you fighting for the Diamond Brainrots? Cappuccino ignored my question and quickly came after me, slicing and dicing with his twin blades. I did my best to avoid his assault, but my large frame made that nearly impossible. It was like he was playing Fruit Ninja. I quickly realized that defense was impossible against his dexterous blows, so I had to switch to offensive attacks. I used every radioactive power I had in my arsenal, doing everything I could to match him blow for blow. Just hold still, Cappuccino! I can save you! Let me save you!
Must obey, Cappuccina.
Despite my best efforts, Assassino was basically acting like a total zombie. I realized he wasn't in control of his actions, so if I could figure out a way to get his mind back, then he could prove to be a worthy ally. While I considered all of this, I unfortunately wasn't paying attention to my feet and stepped directly onto a trap. I was suddenly sealed from all sides by a cage made of diamonds. What the? A diamond cage? I tried my best to bust through the prison, but it was no use. His mission apparently accomplished, Assassino threw down a smoke bomb and disappeared. As I watched him leave, I continued to struggle against my cell. Eventually, Diamond Ballerina came up to gloat.
Try to escape all you want, but your feeble radioactive powers are no match for my pure diamond prison.
My will's stronger than any diamond you can throw at me, Ballerina.
We'll see about that. I have big plans for you. Just you wait.
On days 26 through 28, I was still imprisoned in the diamond cage and brought to another location where a smokestack was emitting toxic smoke from beneath me. The radiation here is so strong. What are you planning, Ballerina?
Well, I thought we could put that radioactive energy of yours to good use. It's the least you could do after trying to sabotage the Master's plan.
I won't help you, no matter what.
Unfortunately for you, you don't have a choice.
Just then, the smokestack hit me with some sort of beam of radioactive power. I could feel it siphoning my radioactive powers away from me. Ugh, it hurts! My power! Ugh, it's fading!
It's not fading, it's being transferred. Once we've harnessed the last drop of your energy, I'll use it to corrupt the entire world. Meanwhile, you'll be nothing more than a speck of radioactive vapor. Toodles!
Diamond Ballerina left as my energy was continuously drained. I was becoming weaker and weaker. I knew I had to act fast before I disappeared completely. I can't stay here, or else my power will fully deplete and the world will be doomed. I have to escape. I did my best to brute force my way out of the cage, but my power had been drained far too much. My power continued to dwindle as my situation seemed to become more and more hopeless. If I don't escape soon, I'm done for! On days 29 through 32, I was running out of time as my powers continued to weaken. Luckily, I had just hatched an idea. Hold the phone. I'm not just a radioactive elephant. I'm also a strawberry elephant. Time to put my control over plants to good use. I used my strawberry elephant powers to grow a vine out from the bottom of the cage. It spanned up and broke through the cage's wall. Now's my chance. I carefully made my way out of the cage and climbed down from my prison. With my escape secured, the smokestack had nothing left to siphon, returning me back to full power. Phew! Now that's much more like it. It's time I gave the smokestack a piece of my mind. How dare it steal my power? You won't be spreading any more radiation anytime soon. Yeah! I unleashed my powers onto the looming build, but as I chipped away at its shell, I realized that inside it was reinforced with diamond. A diamond lining, huh? Well, it was worth a shot, but I'm gonna have to tear this thing down from the source. Based on its function, I knew this place had to have a radioactive core around somewhere. I looked around as best I could, and soon after, I spotted it directly ahead. Ballerina has no idea that she just led me straight to where I wanted. That core's power will be mine. I reached for the radioactive core, but Assassino Cappuccino struck from the shadows and sent me flying. Ugh! Assassino, stop! You don't know what you're doing.
Negative. I am following Ballerina's orders.
She's treating you like nothing more than a zombie. You gotta snap out of it.
Silence! This place is surging with radiation. I will consume it and bring you back to my love.
Before I could stop him, Assassino absorbed the radiation in the air all around him and suddenly grew much larger. Looks like I'm not the only one who can use the radiation to their advantage. Fine, then on guard. I braced myself as the Mega Assassino attacked. On days 33 through 35, I was locked in a struggle against the might of the empowered Assassino Cappuccino. He was not only using his swords at this point, but radioactive powers much like my own. It was no longer a test of strength versus dexterity. This was a full-on power struggle. During the fighting, the core once more caught my eye. It was so close, but so far. If I want to have any hopes of beating him, I'm gonna need that radioactive power core. I tried my best to make a break for the core, but every time I did, Assassino hit me back in the blink of an eye.
I don't think so. That core will be an anniversary gift for Cappuccina.
Weird gift, but fine. If you won't let me get to the core alone, then we'll go together.
Nani?
I collided with Assassino head-on, causing both of us to crash into the radioactive core, resulting in a big explosion. When the dust settled, I could feel the radioactive power enter into me. I began to grow into an even bigger and stronger form, with a brand new power. Assassino, on the other hand, wasn't so lucky. He was dazed, and now is my chance. Hold still, Assassino. This is for your own good. I unleashed my new attack on the Cuphead, and siphoned the remaining radiation from him and the surrounding area. They were both suddenly cleansed.
What happened to me? I feel like I had a most horrible nightmare.
The nightmare's over now, I promise you. I'll remove the rest of the cores so that nothing like this ever happens again.
That's what you think, radioactive Elefreak!
Suddenly, the Diamond Ballerina landed into the area.
Look what you've done! You've turned my stud muffin into just another Mocha Joe!
Please, Ballerina, he helped me. He can help you too.
I don't want his or your help. Look at me. I am perfect just the way I am.
Radioactive Elephant, it's clear that she will not see reason. Not yet. I'll hold her off. You need to get to the other cores and stop her before it's too late.
You sure you can handle her?
I'm the only one who can try. Good luck, Tomodachi.
Thanks, Assassino. I'll be back. I escaped as the former couple clashed behind me. Thanks to Assassino's distraction, I was off to find the next power core. On days 36 through 39, I continued my search only to come upon a trail with some strange irradiated plants within a jungle biome. Something about this place seems off. Alright, time to put this big old nose to the test. I began to sniff around the area, using my sense of smell to navigate. Eventually, I discovered a trail of toxic sludge. If that doesn't scream corrupted, then I don't know what does. This has to be the best way to the next radioactive core. I followed the path of the sludge, and as I did, I spotted something interesting among the trees. Before I could get a better look at it though, it disappeared before my eyes. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and let me know if you found the secret. Now, time for my Jumanji arc. I continued into and through the jungle. Eventually, I came upon a strange plant that looked to be in pain. The corruption is causing the fauna of the jungle to suffer. Don't worry, jungle, I'll purify you soon. As I tried to sympathize with the plant, it suddenly began to change and mutate into a giant mutant plant. The monster began spewing seeds all around me, causing poison damage to my body. Whoa! I don't want to fight a fellow plant! Snap out of it, please! Unfortunately, the plant was too corrupted to listen and kept up its assault. Alright then, have it your way! I used my powers to take the mutant on. We exchanged blows, and eventually I managed to defeat the creature. Rest easy, friend. I'll avenge you. As I mourned the loss of a fellow plant, a booming voice rang out through the tree line.
Who dares disturb the plants of my jungle?
Suddenly, a nuclear Berber Patapim rose out of the toxic sludge in front of me. The mutant plant was just a lackey. It was time to face off against the true boss of the jungle. On days 40 through 43, I was face to face with a nuclear Berber Patapim. I could tell that something was different about him. You're not like the other nuclear mobs, are you?
Well spotted, yes. I kept my sanity despite the infection. Now, leave my home, you monster!
Whoa, monster? I just want to help purify this place back to how it used to be.
I don't believe you. Look at what you've done to that plant.
That wasn't my fault. It attacked me first.
That doesn't matter now. You'll pay for your crimes, you disgusting elephant scum.
Berber charged forward and I braced myself as the battle began. Berber Patapim's hits felt like getting pelted by the very trees themselves. His massive legs meant his blows were generating more force and with more power than anything I'd ever faced before in my journey. I tried my best to fight back against the Forest Elder, but nothing seemed to faze him. I had no choice but to try to appeal to his conscience. Come on, Berber, this isn't you. Can't you see? I want to purify you in this land.
Liar! You're just another agent of destruction.
Berber came at me one more time and I dodged. I needed to come up with a new plan, and fast. It was then that I spotted a nearby spider and got an idea. Where there's a spider, then there must be cobwebs. Haha! I turned, and sure enough, there were loads of cobwebs there to hatch a plan. Hey, Patapim, come and get me!
Huh?
The corrupted Patapim charged forward, and I swiftly moved out of the way at the last second, causing him to slam into the cobwebs and become trapped.
Deceptive little creature! You will doom us all!
When I find that radioactive core, you'll see the truth. I'll prove you wrong. With my enemy entangled in the webs, I took the opportunity to escape and found a path amidst the trees. On days 44 through 46, I finally reached the end of the path only to find a jungle temple. Unfortunately, its doors were sealed shut. The core must be behind this locked door, but how am I supposed to unlock it? It was then that I saw numbers on the ground nearby. It appeared to be some sort of code. Well, I guess I can just try the first thing that comes to mind. Let's start with 6. And maybe 7? Suddenly, the ground rumbled, and the 6-7 Brainrot appeared before me.
Oh, great radioactive elephant, you have summoned me! How can I be of use to you?
Well, now that you mention it, do you know a way to solve this puzzle and get inside the temple?
It just so happens that I have the solution you're looking for.
Not so fast.
Before the 6-7 Brainrot could open the temple for me, the corrupted Berber Patapim struck him with his powers. Before I could help, the 6-7 Brainrot became a radioactive 6-7 monster.
6-7!
Patapim, what are you doing? You're spreading the infection further!
It's already gotten so strong. I might as well embrace it in order to defeat you. Get him, my pawn!
My former ally monster came after me, and I quickly made a run for it. On days 47 through 50, I was being chased through the jungle by the 6-7 monster. He unleashed his beam attack onto me, trying to strike me down, but I wasn't gonna let myself fall so easily. I continued to run until I found myself in a clearing. The 6-7 monster entered shortly after and unleashed his power on me. I tried to fight back with my radioactive attacks. However, despite my efforts, the 6-7 monster held strong. At one point, the monster hopped on my back and used his razor-sharp claws to dig into my skin. His new corrupted form had given him massive amounts of endurance. I just need to trap this guy. It's the only way. Using my radioactive powers, I managed to grow mutant vines of my own around the Brainrot, trapping him in place.
6-7!
Don't worry, I'll cure you, I promise. Just then, I noticed that the 6-7 monster had dropped the solution to the puzzle I had been seeking. I quickly grabbed it and read the answer inside. 2167. Nice. Time to open the secret door. I got away from my former friend quickly. After, my elephant ears picked up the sound of Berber Patapim's heavy footsteps closing in on me.
He ran up this way. He can't be far.
Shoot, he's onto me. I need to get back to that temple before it's too late. I fled from the area back towards the temple. If I was gonna finish this, I would need the power of the next radioactive core. On days 51 through 54, I returned back to the temple, but this time I had the answer to the puzzle I was missing. Here goes nothing. I used the panels on the ground to key in the code, causing the temple to open up before me. On the other side was the radioactive core I had been seeking. That's it! Now I can purify the forest!
Not so fast.
Without warning, Berber Patapim arrived, using his powers to encase the core with vines.
You won't dare interfere with my home.
How do I get through your head? I'm trying to help!
I'd never listen to the likes of you.
I ran for the core, but the vines that surrounded it wouldn't budge despite my attacks.
You fool! My vines won't budge unless I'm defeated.
Then have it your way! I set my sights on Berber Patapim, but he quickly jumped out of the way. Unfortunately for me, the Brainrot landed in the trees in the mountains. I fired at him from afar, but he evaded all of my attacks, making it impossible to take him down. I was fighting a losing battle.
You'll never defeat me in my domain.
Maybe not like this. But if I slow down, I'm bound to find my opening. I slowed down and used my massive elephant ears to listen closely. Sure enough, I managed to pick up on the movements of Berber Patapim. I finally knew where to strike. Gotcha! I fired off another attack at the direction of the noise, hitting him directly and disorienting him. The vines around the core vanished, leaving me with the opening I had been waiting for. I went for the core, absorbing its radiation to improve my own powers. I grew bigger in size, gained 5 hearts, and new fireball attacks. As the core's radiation faded, Berber Patapim was purified back to how he used to be.
You weren't lying.
That's what I've been trying to tell you!
Oh no, I'm sorry. I should have believed you. And now 6-7 Brainrot is...
He should be purified just like you. Why don't you go make sure he's okay?
I will. Thank you for showing me the error of my ways.
Berber Patapim left, and I made my way out of the jungle to continue my hunt for the radioactive cores. On days 55 through 57, I arrived in a new area, but little did I know I was being hunted.
Aw, how sweet. Too bad you won't be slipping through my claws this time.
To my horror, the Diamond Meowl swooped down before me. It seemed like my worries had only just begun. What are you doing here?
What? You expected me to sit back and watch as you undo all of my hard work? You ruined what I did with the jungle!
You turned into something inhabitable.
Exactly. I was going to wipe your disgusting kind from this world, but it looks like I won't be able to until I start with you.
Before I could react, the Diamond Beast came after me with his lasers and razor-sharp wing attacks, nearly taking me down. Luckily, I was able to quickly dodge the attacks. Harnessing the power of the radioactive cores, I unleashed my explosive bombs onto the Diamond Meowl, hoping to best him in battle.
Those cores really did make you stronger, but it won't be enough.
That's what you think! I tried to take him by surprise, unleashing my brand new fireball attack. Although it was explosive, he was able to endure it thanks to his diamond skin, leaving him unfazed.
You will never be able to defeat me. Now I'll just infect this forest again.
No, wait! Leave the mobs here alone!
Or what? You don't have the other 2 cores. You can't win.
Maybe not, but if you spare this place, I'll let you take me as your prisoner. You can do whatever you want. Just spare the innocent mobs here.
Oh, now that's interesting. It's a deal.
The Diamond Meowl picked me up with his claws and carried me up into the sky. Wait, aren't you gonna finish me off?
I have bigger plans for you. You'll see.
On days 58 through 61, I was being carried to the skies by the Diamond Meowl. So if you're not gonna finish me off, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to make sure you rot for your crimes. You are going to fall in the most dreaded way imaginable.
I don't understand. What did the other Brainrots do to make you hate us so much?
I wouldn't expect a simple-minded elephant like you to understand. Perhaps you need a refresher. Us Diamond Brainrots are the rarest of Brainrots throughout the land. We're bigger, stronger, and more pure than any of you. Yet despite this, you normal Brainrots get all of the attention. Everyone showers you in affection, while forgetting about us and our brilliance. So I devised my plan to infect this world, making it unlivable for anything other than Diamond Brainrot mobs. Our kind would rise to the top, as we always should have, and the lesser mobs will be lost to time. That is, until you came along. You're a fluke, a mistake. You were supposed to run away like all of the other mobs.
Well, newsflash, I'm still here. Doesn't that prove the other Brainrots deserve to live in this world too?
Of course not. You're just an error that needs to be corrected. And when you're out of the way, I'll finally be able to complete my plans.
Wait, what about our deal? You said you would leave the jungle alone.
Oh, that? I lied. So long!
Before I could do anything, he dropped me down from the sky above, sending me plummeting down into an unknown location. On days 62 through 64, I plummeted towards my doom. Luckily, a small patch of water was waiting for me at the bottom and broke my fall. I bet the Meowl didn't calculate for that. Let's see what we're dealing with here. I took in my surroundings and found that I was now standing in an area full of lava. I may be radioactive, but I'm not fireproof. I better be careful. I began platforming on the surrounding rocks, trying to find a way out, when suddenly the platform I was on began to weaken under my elephant weight. Time was of the essence. Uh-oh, I gotta move if I don't want to become elephant stew. I frantically jumped from platform to platform to escape the crumbling one behind me. However, I was soon met with a dead end. How am I supposed to cross that? There aren't any more platforms. I was running out of time and I had to think quickly or else the platform I was stuck on would crumble. Maybe this cannon on my back can help me? It's worth a shot. In a moment of desperation, I used a supercharged cannon blast to launch myself across the gap and onto the next platform. Who would have thought I could do that? With my new path set up before me, I continued jumping and escaped the area in one piece. The Diamond Meowl must be thinking I'm done for now. I better use the element of surprise to my advantage. Time to get the final 2 cores. Suddenly, I spotted Glorbo Frutadrio walking by in the distance. Even better, he wasn't corrupted like the other Brainrots I had seen so far. Is that a healthy Brainrot? Maybe he can help. Glorbo spotted me and panicked ran away as fast as he could. Hey, come back! I charged after him, determined to take any help I could find. On days 65 through 67, I followed the runaway Glorbo Frutadrio until we arrived at a secret civilization of Glorbos just like him. Somehow, they were surviving despite the radiation around them. Whoa, it's a relief to see other Brainrots surviving the Diamond Meowl's attacks.
Get him!
Suddenly, some of the Glorbos ambushed me, hitting me with their chomp attacks. I flailed around trying to get them to back off. Whoa, I don't want to hurt you guys. We're on the same team.
No way! You're one of those nuclear zombies. I can smell it!
Please, you have to believe me. I'm the one purifying these lands.
Is that so?
The Glorbo leader stepped forward, exerting himself as the ruler of his small village.
Back off, men. I wish to speak with this radioactive elephant.
Let me help your people. I just need to find the next radioactive core.
That disgusting core has been poisoning our crops and water for days now. Do you really think you can stop it?
Absolutely. I'm the chosen one.
Very well. Cleanse our home and we will help you in your battle against the Diamond Meowl. But if you fail, you will be executed.
Isn't that a little extreme?
Shouldn't be a problem for the chosen one, right?
Well, okay. Take me to that core.
Very well.
On days 68 through 72, I was taken to the whereabouts of the radioactive core.
Here it is. It has always freaked me out. I think I growled at me once.
It won't be once I'm done with it. Stand back! I went in to absorb its power when suddenly it fired a laser at the Glorbo leader, striking him.
Ah!
The leader underwent a terrifying transformation, sprouting a pair of tusks and growing even more massive in size. Glorbo leader, sir? Are you okay? I braced myself for battle as he charged towards me with his tusks and new gust powers. Luckily, he wasn't the only one who had them. Using our strengths and abilities, we bashed at each other, trading heavy blows, but he was tough thanks to his new corrupted form. I tried to fight back with my attacks, but his watermelon shell was able to endure the hits, allowing him to come in for a counter hit. He managed to land a powerful gust attack, leaving me vulnerable. Sheesh, what was in that laser? The corrupted Glorbo leader charged at me full speed. Luckily, I was able to dodge the attack, causing him to get stuck in a nearby pond. Now's my chance. Hang on, Glorbo leader! I went for the core, absorbing its radioactive power for myself. I scaled even bigger in size, gained 5 hearts, and upgraded strength. Alongside my transformation, the area was finally purified of its corruption. The Glorbo leader was returned back to his cute round self.
Oh my. How embarrassing. Are you okay?
Sure am.
Me and my people are in your debt. Thank you for everything. Consider us your new allies.
Before we could relax, the terrifying Diamond Tung Tung Sahur crashed into the scene. The Diamond Meow's next goon had managed to find us.
Looks like that elephant escaped our little trap.
On days 73 through 75, I was faced with Diamond Tung Tung Sahur. Looks like Meow's goons found us.
You might have taken down my brothers and sisters, but you won't stop me!
Glorbo, protect your people. I'll take care of this.
Whatever you say.
The Glorbo leader left to protect the village, leaving me and Diamond Tung Tung to battle. Once he was gone, the Diamond Guard leapt forward, beginning the fight. He used his giant head as a club to try and take me down by any means necessary, along with his laser sword that he could slice through my skin with ease. He was a tough opponent. I fired back with all of my attacks, my laser along with my poison projectiles, but that wasn't enough to break through his diamond armor. He came after me with his Tung Tung power, whittling me down hit by hit. As we fought, I spotted an interesting adventurer, but before I could get a better look, Diamond Tung Tung destroyed it in its wake. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to spot the secret. Despite my efforts, Diamond Tung Tung landed a massive attack on me, leaving me weak. My latest upgrade wasn't enough to stop his wrath. Who are you?
I'm the Diamond Meow's right hand. You have no idea what you're dealing with.
He landed another attack, and I knew things were getting dire. I needed to escape, but things were not looking good. Take this! I landed one more attack on Tung Tung, leaving him dizzy and escaping the area while I still could. On days 76 through 79, I escaped the area for now. But one thing was clear. I needed to find the final core if I was going to stop the Diamond Tung Tung Sahur. I better start searching. I began to scour the overworld, looking for the last bit of radiation that could be corrupting it. However, the world had been largely cleaned thanks to my efforts. This is great and all, but where's the last core hiding? Suddenly, Bombabini Gususini plummeted down from the sky above, crashing into the water in front of me. Whoa, are you okay?
I wish I was. This terrible radiation in the sky is making it impossible to fly.
Did you say radiation? I looked into the sky and realized there was a floating island right above us. And sitting on top of it was another smokestack. That's it! That's the final radiation site! I bet the core has to be there!
Woohoo! So excited for you.
Wait, I can't fly. Can you take me up there?
No way! It's way too dangerous. If you want to get yourself in trouble, be my guest.
Gusini ran off from the area, leaving me alone to solve the problem another way. Well, there has to be a way up there. I guess I'll do it the old-fashioned way. Using whatever materials I had available to me, I began to build a pillar up towards the island. It was hard work, and it seemed like the more I built, the further it was. Man, it looks a lot closer than it actually is. As I continued to build up, suddenly, Bombardiro Crocodillo came flying directly towards me.
Look out!
The crocodile crashed into me, causing us both to plummet towards the ground below. On days 80 through 83, Bombardiro and I recovered from our crash landing.
Are you okay?
I think so. You need to be more careful.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting to see a radioactive elephant today. What were you building?
I'm trying to reach that smokestack in the sky.
Why didn't you just say so? I can take you up there.
Wait, are you serious? But Gusini was telling me how dangerous it is.
It is dangerous, but after everything you've done for me, it's the least I could do. I just have one problem.
What's wrong?
That crash may or may not have hurt my wing. I don't think I can fly anymore.
What? How can I fix it? I need to get that smokestack no matter what.
The Diamond Meowl should have an outpost nearby. You can find a new wing blade for me there.
All right, you got yourself a deal. Hang on. I left Bombardiro Crocodillo behind to rest while I began my search for the wing blade he was needing. After a bit of traveling, I managed to find the outpost that Bombardiro mentioned, along with the chest waiting at the center. I have a good feeling about this. I bet the part I need is in there. Just as I was about to go for my prize, the Diamond Tung Tung Sahur entered the area. I quickly jumped into cover, but this was gonna be more challenging than I had expected. I can't let him see me. Things just got a lot more complicated. On days 84 through 86, I tried to lay low as Diamond Tung Tung Sahur wandered the perimeter of the outpost. I slipped from cover to cover to slowly close in on the chest, but it was hard to stay hidden with my massive size. Come on, just a little bit more. Suddenly, my elephant ears picked up the sound of Diamond Tung Tung speaking to someone. I peeked around the corner to see him and the Diamond Meowl talking. Looks like his boss arrived too. This could be good insight, so I better listen. I focus on the conversation, determined to get some intel to help me on my journey.
You failed me. You let that pesky radioactive elephant slip away again?
I'm sorry, sir. He can't be far from here. I'll find him and finish him off.
You better. After all of the trouble he has caused, there is no more room for mistakes. We must dispose of him. You hear me?
I promise I will. I have the security at the final radiation orb. Not only is it in the sky, but there are security cameras everywhere. There's no way he's getting up there undetected.
Cameras, huh? Then I'll have to find a way to get around those. This last core is gonna be a tough one to get.
All right, Tung Tung. I'm trusting you to do the job right. This is your final chance.
I won't let you down.
The Meow took to the skies and Tung Tung soon left behind him. The outpost was finally clear for the taking. Now's my chance. Time to get that part. I ran for the chest and grabbed the contents inside. Luckily, it held the wing blade I was needing to help Bombardiro.
Who goes there?
Uh-oh, he must have heard me. I gotta run! I took my chance to escape the outpost before Tung Tung Sahur came back to take a closer look. On days 87 through 89, I returned back to Bombardiro where he was still waiting for me.
Oh, good to see you back. Did you get the part?
You know it! Hold still. I used the extra wing blade I found to repair him. Thanks to the part I got, Bombardiro took back to the skies, zooming around like he was brand new.
Woohoo! Feels good to fly again. Are you ready to go to the smokestack?
Sure am, but it's gonna be tough. I heard they amped up security.
Well, let's fly up there and see what we're dealing with. Hop on.
I climbed onto Bombardiro's back and he took off, taking us both closer towards the smokestack above. However, as we got closer, we began to see a security camera drone flying around in the sky. My intel was right.
Uh-oh, that must be the security you mentioned.
Don't worry, I have the perfect idea. I used my radioactive powers to produce my own green smog surrounding us in a smokescreen. When I was done, there was no way the security drone would be able to see us.
You're okay with this stuff?
I'm radioactive, so I've been through worse.
Fair enough, but I'm just a normal brainrot. When we reach the smokestack, you're on your own. Sorry.
Using the cover from my smokescreen, Bombardiro took me up to the flying island and dropped me off. He wanted to stay around, but the smog was too much for him to handle. He flew off, leaving me alone to move deeper into the area. Come on, it has to be around here somewhere. Suddenly, I spotted the final radioactive core inside of the smokestack. Everything I'd been working towards was finally gonna pay off. There it is!
And there you are. I knew you couldn't resist coming here.
Before I had the chance to close in on the core, Diamond Tung Tung arrived into the area, cutting my path off. I was too late. Reinforcements had already arrived. On days 90 through 92, I was face to face with Diamond Sahur. He was the last thing standing between me and the final radioactive core I needed to reach my full power. Stand aside if you don't want to be defeated.
Ooh, how scary! It's not like you ran away from our last battle. Admit it! Without this core, you can't defeat me!
That may be so, but what makes you think I can't reach the core?
Because I'm here to stop you!
Only if you can catch me. I unleashed my green smog smokescreen, filling the area with radioactive gas that obscured Tung's vision.
Huh? Where did you go?
While he was disoriented, I went for the core. Yoink! Absorbing its radiation for myself. I scaled into an even stronger state and gained 5 more hearts. The air around us was purified as I removed the last of the radiation from the area. The Diamond Meowl's nuclear attack had been reverted for now.
You slippery little upgrade or not, I'll destroy you!
In a fit of rage, Diamond Sahur came after me thirsty for blood. He tried to take me down with his head slam attacks, but I was stronger than I was in our previous battle. I fought back with my upgraded power, doing even more damage than I was before. Each blow did hurt the monster pretty badly, causing Tung to recoil back. It was clear that I had far more power than ever before. The Diamond Meowl's reign ends here! I unleash one final attack, striking down Diamond Sahur for good. Now all that's left is Meow.
You called?
Before I could catch my breath, the Diamond Meowl swooped in from the sky above. I was faced with the biggest and most powerful of all the Diamond Brainrot mobs. On days 93 through 95, I was confronted by the Diamond Meowl, the final thing standing between me and saving all the other Brainrot mobs.
Looks like you managed to deactivate all 6 cores.
That's right, and now I have the power I need to take you down.
Are you sure about that? You may be stronger, but I'm still made of impenetrable diamond.
With my new strength, I'll be able to crack that so-called armor of yours. I've taken down all your lackeys. It's only a matter of time.
Well, no amount of brawn will beat my brains. I think you've forgotten who has the advantage here.
What do you mean? Elephants are way smarter than cats. Or, owls?
My point exactly. You won't be prepared for this.
Suddenly, the Diamond Meowl batted his wings violently, creating a gust of wind. The force was so strong that I was pushed off the edge of the floating island and was sent falling down from the sky above.
So long, Radioactive Elephant!
I plummeted towards my doom, but luckily I landed in the water under the floating island to save me in the nick of time.
Are you okay?
I am. I didn't give that Meowl enough credit. He's willing to use dirty tactics to win.
We'd better get out of here before he finds out you survived. He's bloodthirsty.
Agreed. Let's go. We took our chance to escape the area before the Diamond Meowl had the chance to find us. On days 96 through 98, Bombardiro and I found a spot we could regroup after the encounter with the Diamond Meowl. I don't understand. I absorb the power of all 6 radioactive cores, but the Diamond Meowl still feels like he's one step ahead of me.
Don't count yourself out. You can still beat him.
But what if it's not enough? What if I'm still not strong enough to stop him?
Maybe you're going about this all wrong. You're the chosen one, right?
Yeah? What does that have to do with anything?
There must be something in your very being that makes you special. Something that will give you an edge over the Meowl, aside from just your radioactive powers. Your roots as a strawberry elephant.
Wait, I think you're onto something. I just need to go back to my roots. Thanks, Bombardiro. I began to retrace my steps in hopes of finding the final thing I needed to give me an edge in battle. I traveled through multiple different areas, but it wasn't until I arrived at Steel a Brainrot that I felt I was getting close. After all, this was the first strawberry elephant ever created. This place is still purified, but there's something I missed before. I inspected the area when I spotted a yellow dog. I tried to get a closer look, but by the time I could, it was gone. Did you find all the secrets? Rewatch the video and try to find them. I checked out every inch of Steel a Brainrot until all that remained was the conveyor belt. This is the only place I haven't checked. Here goes nothing. I decided to step onto the belt, passing deeper inside. Instead of arriving in the secret room before, I found myself in a dream world. Whoa, where am I?
Welcome, cousin.
I turned around to find that standing before me was one of my strawberry elephant ancestors. You're just the Brainrot I needed to talk to. The Diamond Meowl's power is out of hand. How am I supposed to stop him?
You must not forget what makes you special. Your radioactive powers are what give you strength, but at your core, you're strawberry, just like me.
He used one of the strawberry attacks to awaken something within me. I shot up into an even larger size and managed to gain 10 more hearts. My visit with my ancestor had awoken a secret power I didn't know existed within me.
Use your power wisely and the Diamond Meowl won't stand a chance. It's only destiny now that you win.
Before I could reply, I woke up back at the end of the conveyor belt. However, the power I had within me still burned strong. I think I've got it now. I know how I'm gonna defeat the Diamond Meowl.
At last I found you.
The Diamond Meowl descended down upon me, ready to finish what we had started. There was no more running. I would be facing off against my most difficult opponent yet. On day 99, I was faced with a diamond mob that started everything.
I'm impressed you survived the fall, but did you really think I wouldn't find out?
Of course not, but I just needed a little more time to give myself an edge.
What strength could you possibly have gained in just a few days? It will never be enough to defeat me.
I remembered my roots. I know I'm capable of not only radiation powers, but powers of me as a strawberry elephant.
The strawberry elephant you once were died back when you were first corrupted by my nuclear attack. You're nothing.
You say you're wise, but you're proving to me you're far more foolish than I thought. I'm gonna show you what happens when I unleash my full power. I lunged forward, beginning the final battle that would decide the fate of all Brainrots. I started by using my laser attacks on the Diamond Meowl, trying my best to show him just how powerful I had become. He flew through the skies, avoiding my attacks, making it tough to get a clean hit on him. He fired down onto me with his diamond attacks, hitting me with lasers and powerful wing gusts. He was by far the strongest foe I had faced so far. The Diamond Tung Tung, Prololero, and Ballerina didn't nearly match the level of power and terror he had over me. Even so, I wasn't gonna give up.
You may have gotten stronger, but you still can't fly.
I don't need to in order to stop the likes of you.
Ha! Impressive determination, but my diamonds will always be unbreakable.
Suddenly, he managed to strike me with a counterattack, causing me to leave myself open. Gradually, the Meow Beast was beginning to get an edge over me. This is bad. If I can't crack his armor soon, I'm gonna be done for. On day 100, I was nearing the end of my battle with the Diamond Meowl. If I didn't find a way to turn the tide soon, I was gonna be defeated.
Give up, Elephant. I have the high ground.
You underestimate my power! I unleashed my powers full force on the Diamond Meowl, sending him to the ground. My radiated powers had finally become strong enough to pierce through his diamond armor, leaving it cracked.
What is this? I have the high ground. This is impossible.
Not for the radioactive elephant, it isn't. I used my strawberry elephant roots to grow plants, locking the Diamond Meowl down in place.
No!
So long, you monster! With him unable to escape, I was able to land the finishing blow. He fell in defeat. I had finally shattered the unbreakable. Now the world will forever be pure for all Brainrots to enjoy! Before I could celebrate, a pain pierced through my head, causing me to stumble backwards. What's going on? Is my radiation too strong? My body was beginning to give in. The radiation I had consumed over my journey was overpowering me. This is bad. If I want to live, I have to dispel my radiation. But what's gonna happen to me if I do? I tried to think straight, but it was no use. Letting go of my powers was the only way I would survive. That's it. I'm giving it all up. It's time I returned to my purest self. I released my radiation around me, vanishing into thin air. I wasn't sure what would become of me, but I knew my journey was only just beginning. Waiting on the other side were my parents, along with a variety of other Brainrot mobs.
Welcome to the world, my son. We can't wait to show you this chaotic and exciting world.
Suddenly, the ground trembled under our feet as the machine that created me began to manufacture something else. It spat out another mob, this time a terrifying yin-yang elephant.
Oh, what's going on? What is that?
Finally, I'm free at last. Now I can bring balance to this dreaded world.
The elephant unleashed his power, eliminating the surrounding Brainrot creatures like nothing. The survivors ran in panic as he began his attack.
What are you doing? This is what you call balance?
That's right. And with the power of my 6 gemstones, you won't escape my divine punishment.
He sent out another attack, striking down my parents. Mom! Dad! No!
So long, you disgusting brainrot creatures.
The yin-yang elephant prepared to send out his finishing blow, but something came over me. I couldn't let him destroy everything. I ran in with what little strength I had and crashed into him, causing his 6 or 7 gemstones to scatter all over the overworld.
You fool! You'll pay for intervening with my plans.
The yin-yang elephant charged towards me in rage, forced me to run for my life. On day 2, I was being chased through the overworld by the yin-yang elephant. He used his attacks on me, trying to stop me in my tracks. but thanks to my small size, I was able to evade him.
You can't run forever.
One of his stray laser attacks smashed into a nearby structure, revealing a secret on the other side. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a good look. I had to keep moving. Did you see that? There are loads of other secrets hidden throughout the video. Try to find them all. Soon, I found myself inside of a desert biome with the yin-yang elephant still hot on my trail. Where am I supposed to go? There's nowhere to hide!
Over here, little one.
I turned to find Li-Ri-Li-La-Ri-La calling for me from the entrance of a cave.
I can help you hide, but you must come quickly. Hurry!
I quickly ran into the hiding spot with Li-Ri-Li just before the yin-yang elephant stampeded into the area.
There's nowhere to hide. I'll find you.
The elephant continued deeper into the desert, allowing me to avoid him for now.
He'll find us soon. Come with me if you want to stay hidden.
I followed Li-Ri-Li-La-Ri-La deeper into the cave, unsure of what awaited us in the darkness. On day 3, we arrived at another point inside the cave where we could hide for now. What's going on? What does the yin-yang elephant want?
I admit I don't know. He snapped away my family and then this gemstone fell from the sky.
Li-Ri-Li showed me the gem, but I instantly knew I had seen it before. It's one of the gemstones the yin-yang elephant was using. I grabbed the stone and suddenly power surged through my body. I grew bigger in size, more strawberry seeds, sprouted a pair of tusks, a larger stem on my head, and gained even more strength than I had before. I was now an adult strawberry elephant with 10 hearts and new powers.
Whoa, you can use its power? Maybe you're the one who can stop him.
You're right. If I can just find the remaining 5 gemstones, I might have enough power to win. Just then, we heard an explosion outside and rushed to find out what it was. When we exited the cave, we found a yin-yang bombardiro crocodile flying overhead.
Finally, I found you, traitors. Now I'll make you pay.
Traitors? What are you talking about?
Silence! I don't have time to explain myself to the likes of you.
It was clear we couldn't resolve this with words, and we braced ourselves for battle. On days 4 through 7, Li-Ri-Li and I did our best to avoid Bombardiro's explosives as they rained down over us. I tried to fight back with my new strawberry seed attacks, shooting back at him from the ground despite not being able to fly myself.
You're tough, but I won't let your kind defeat me.
Determined to finish me off, Bombardiro flew back to fire a missile from afar. Luckily, I managed to land a hit on one of his wings, sending him crashing into the ground.
What's wrong with him?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go find out. You stay here. I ran over towards the wreckage to find Bombardiro Crocodile on the ground. What was that for? We're on the same side.
Not anymore. The yin-yang elephant has shown me the truth.
No, you're both wrong. We only want peace. He's a murderer. Suddenly, the ground trembled under us as the yin-yang elephant himself emerged before us.
I see you found one of my lost gemstones, Strawberry Elephant. Bombardiro, let me help you get that back for me.
The massive elephant used his dark powers to corrupt Bombardiro even more, and his body grew into an even larger yin-yang monster. Bombardiro?
Hand over the gemstone.
The Bombardiro I knew was gone. I braced myself as he attacked. On days 8 through 10, thanks to his power-up, Bombardiro was able to take back to the skies, using his new sword projectile attack to overpower me.
Ha 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 ha! You won't stand a chance now, little strawberry.
Not good! Li-Ri-Li, you need to get us out of here!
You ain't gotta tell me twice. Good luck, kid.
Li-Ri-Li ran from the area, and I tried my best to fend off the upgraded beast, but it was no use. I just wasn't strong enough, and I was beginning to lose the battle.
My master will have his gemstone. Now, die!
The Croc sent out a powerful laser attack, but luckily I was able to dodge it just in time. I'm not gonna be able to tank a blast like that. I have to run!
After him, my pet.
Yes, master.
I was chased through the desert as the yin-yang Bombardiro flew after me in hot pursuit. I knew I wouldn't last much longer, but I soon spotted trees in the distance, giving me an idea. Wait, I'm a strawberry elephant. This is perfect. I used my powers to sprout up a portion of the plant life around me to use as camouflage. The yin-yang Bombardiro flew over, and I managed to hide from him for now. He's stronger than I thought. I need to get the next gemstone if I want to defeat him. Suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, I spotted another brainrot mob poking its head out within the trees. Oh, hey there. Are you friendly?
Attack the intruder!
Without warning, various other fruity brainrot mobs came out from the trees to ambush me. On days 11 through 14, I was fighting off the group of fruit brainrot mobs as they were relentless with their attacks. Please, wait! I'm a victim like you guys. I don't want to hurt you.
And how do we know we can trust you? You brought that yin-yang crocodilo to our home. You probably wanted to cause even more destruction.
No, I don't. And I'll prove it to you. Using my strawberry elephant powers, I flourished their entire garden home with new plant life. The withered land was now lush, just as it had been before the yin-yang elephant's reign.
It's amazing. He reversed all the damage in a single move.
All right then. What do you want?
Have you seen any gemstones around here? I need to put a stop to the yin-yang elephant.
Oh, I have. Here, take this.
Orangatini Ananasini handed me a map, giving me a lead to the next gem. Perfect. Thank you all so much. I left the brainrot fruit mobs behind and followed the map to soon arrive at the shore of a beach. However, the gemstone I was promised was nowhere to be found. I don't see a gemstone anywhere.
Did you say gemstone?
Suddenly, Tralalero Tralala emerged from the water before me.
I saw one of them land in the ocean. I can help a land dweller like you get it, though.
I would be careful who you help.
Before we could begin our search, the yin-yang elephant stepped out before us. He used his evil powers to strike Tralalero, corrupting him into a yin-yang monster. Tralalero?
Get him, my pawn.
The yin-yang elephant left the area, and I braced myself as the yin-yang Tralalero charged towards me. On days 15 through 17, I unleashed my attacks to defend myself from the corrupted land shark. He unleashed his newly empowered brain-rotting attacks on me. I tried to fight back with my own abilities, but he dove into the sands below, stalking me like a predator. I struck the sands with my bullet seeds, but it was ineffective. He emerged from below, and his strength outmatched my own. Soon, I found myself vulnerable.
It's over for you.
Just as I thought I was done for, Tung Tung Sahur jumped into the fray, smashing Yin Yang Tralalero with a bat swing attack.
Follow me, quickly!
We took our chance to escape the corrupted shark and found a place to hide for now.
Looks like both the sky and the seas are firmly in control of the Yin Yang elephant now.
If only I had more gemstones, I would maybe stand a chance.
Wait! You must be the mob that can hone the power of the gemstones then. Come with me.
I followed Tung Tung Sahur out of the hiding spot into the remains of a village that had been destroyed by something powerful. What is this place?
It used to be my home, but the Yin Yang elephant left it in ruin. That being said, it's the perfect place to hide something important.
Tung Tung Sahur led me to one of the buildings and opened the entrance, revealing the next gemstone inside. There it is! Our last hope to make a stand! Suddenly, attacks fell down from the sky above us. We looked up and discovered that Yin Yang Bombardiro was flying overhead.
Nowhere to run now.
On days 18 through 21, we were about to get leveled by the corrupted Crocodile, but luckily I had just what I needed to give us an edge. It's time that you tasted my true power. I ran into the building and grabbed the next gemstone, causing myself to transform. I grew even bigger in size, sprouted a massive flower on my back with lashing vines and strawberry bombs that exploded out of it. I was now more powerful with 5 more hearts and new abilities.
That new form won't stop me. I'll crush you.
Without a moment to waste, he flew into battle, but I was ready to unleash my new skills. Thanks to the power of the gemstone, I was able to keep the croc at bay using my strawberry laser, matching us in strength. We were neck and neck. I just need an opening and I can win this.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Tung Tung Sahur came to my aid, flailing his bat around to get Yin Yang Bombardiro's attention.
Hey Oreo man, over here! You get your pilot's license from a cereal box or something?
Why, you little...
He then turned his back to me and began firing at Tung Tung, giving me the opening I needed.
Do it now, Strawberry!
I took my chance to strike him down using my new powers, sending him to the ground. The corrupted brainrot mob reverted back to his normal self and smaller size.
What happened to me?
The Yin Yang elephant corrupted you, but thanks to the power of the gemstone, I was able to bring you back.
That pest has hurt me for the last time. Where are the other stones? I'll help you find them.
The next one is in the ocean. but I'll have to get past Trallalero Tralala if I want to reach it.
Let me train you in the art of the Bombardiro Crocodilo. With my training and your new upgrade, I'm sure you'll be able to one-up him.
All right, you're on. On days 22 through 25, Bombardiro Crocodilo took me to his training grounds. Whoa, you weren't kidding. This is intense.
Of course I wasn't. You think you're gonna get strong enough to stop the yin-yang elephant by standing around?
No, I mean, no sir.
Good. Then let's get to work.
The first training exercise began as Bombardiro Crocodilo positioned himself overhead.
You need to build up your speed. Dodge my attacks.
He began to shower explosives onto me. I did my best to evade them, but my large size made me an easy target.
Come on, you can do better than that.
I just need to up my defense. I changed my approach, using my powers to make a shield of plants over me. When I was done, I was protected by my lush cover.
Not bad. Time to move on to the next test.
The next test began as I was taken over to an area with flying targets.
Let's improve that accuracy of yours. Strike down the targets in the sky.
I took aim and fired off projectiles, hitting the targets one by one. Soon, they were all cleared away.
I think you're ready for the final test.
What's it gonna be? Before he could answer, the yin-yang Trallalero Tralala entered the area.
I see what you're both trying to do. You're not getting any stronger. Well, this isn't exactly what I had in mind, but it looks like the final test is here. Go get him.
What? Okay, I'll try. I ran down the mountain and lunged forward towards the Trallalero threat. On days 26 through 28, I clashed with a yin-yang Trallalero using everything I had learned to my advantage. He came after me with his laser attack, forced me to use my own laser to fend him off. Luckily, my training had left me prepared for battle. Trallalero dug into the ground to hide and prepared his surprise attack on me, digging into my strawberry skin with his razor-sharp teeth. I continued to use my seed missiles and strawberry bombs to fight back.
You're light on your feet, but you're not strong enough to stop me.
Suddenly, Trallalero hit me with a supercharged laser attack, overpowering me. It was no use. I needed another gemstone if I wanted to win.
Hurry! Lure him over here. I can help.
On it! I lured the yin-yang Brainrot towards Bombardiro Crocodilo, and suddenly the floor collapsed under his feet. He had fallen into a trap.
What the? This won't hold me forever.
Was that always there?
You can never be too prepared. I'll make sure he doesn't escape. You go get that gemstone while you still can.
Thanks. I'll be back.
Hey, come on, Bombardiro. Let me out, man. We're friends, right? You won't fool me. I can see you're under the control of the yin-yang elephant. Nah, I was just joking around. This isn't the yin-yang's doing, it's just a new paint job. Huh? Really? Well, then what about your razor-sharp teeth and giant laser on your back? That doesn't seem like you at all. Oh, that? They're just props, man. Totally harmless. Just help me out of this hole and we can chat about how to stop that crazy yin-yang elephant. That's what you want, right? I don't know. Strawberry Elephant would be pretty upset if I let you out. Oh, come on! Nice try, but you're staying down there until the Strawberry Elephant returns. You won't convince me otherwise. What the?
On days 29 through 32, I arrived at the ocean and began my search for the next gemstone. It's gotta be somewhere out there. I better start looking. I dove into the water and began to swim through the ocean in search of the gemstone. I swam for a while until I spotted an island in the distance. I made it to the shore where Chef Cabradabrica was cooking up a storm while Burbaloni Luliloni sat watching. Excuse me, have you seen a gemstone around here?
Gemstones? You must be referring to my newest secret ingredient.
Chef Cabracadabra showed me his ingredients, and sure enough, the gemstone was sitting in the stash.
Stunning, isn't it?
Actually, I need that to save the world.
No, you can't have it!
Come on! I bet it isn't even edible.
Fine, beat me in a cook-off, and maybe I'll consider it.
You're on! The cook-off began, and we got to work trying to make the best dish we could manage. I'm a strawberry elephant after all, so I should make something sweet. I baked up a strawberry cheesecake using the finest ingredients I could grow. Meanwhile, Chef Cabracadabra was hard at work making a sushi dish. Isn't that a bit weird because you're a crab?
Silence! Let me cook.
Soon our time was up and the two of us presented our dishes to the judge.
I present to you perfection on a plate.
Not too shabby.
I whipped up this cake. I hope you like it.
This is amazing! The winner is the Strawberry Elephant!
What? This is an outrage! If you're going to judge wrong, then I'll make sure you pay!
Suddenly, Chef Cabracadabra ran for the gem, causing his form to mutate into a terrifying monster form. His claws were huge and looked even tougher than ever. He then looked towards the judge and used his new strength to strike him down in a single blow. What the heck? How did you turn into a lobster? Aren't you a crab?
You ask too many questions. I am destroying you next.
I braced myself as the mutant Brainrot came after me with his razor-sharp claws. On days 33 through 35, I was battling it out against the mutated chef. He used his claw attacks and overwhelming strength to try and strike me down. But I fought back with my new powers, trying to keep him at bay. You're such a sore loser, dude!
Silence!
The chef came after me with his lobster spike blasts, so I retaliated with my strawberry sea projectile to deal the same damage back to him. The threat was becoming enraged and charged after me, but I was able to dodge, causing him to collide with a campfire instead.
Ah! It burns!
Don't play with fire, you jerk! I took my chance to land the finishing blow, defeating the monster once and for all. Upon his death, he dropped the next gemstone I needed. I'll be taking that. I took the stone, causing power to surge through my body. I grew bigger in size, gained 5 hearts, and even more incredible powers. Suddenly, I noticed a flare fly up in the sky from land. Someone was sending an SOS signal. Wait, that's where Bombardiro is! He's in trouble! I followed the call, determined to save my friend at any cost. On days 36 through 39, I followed the SOS call to find Bombardiro cornered by Yin Yang Trollolero.
Oh, thank goodness you're here. He escaped.
I can see that. Were you supposed to be watching him?
He tricked me while you were gone, I swear. Nice try, but you're staying down there until the Strawberry Elephant returns. You won't convince me otherwise. What the? Just help me!
I used a strawberry seed attack to get Trollolero's attention.
There you are, Strawberry Elephant. Prepare to face my wrath.
He charged towards me instead, but luckily I had the power of the third gemstone by my side now. He came after me with his laser shark attacks while I fought back with my new strawberry bomb abilities. As I fought to protect my friend, I spotted a king, but I wasn't able to get a good look at it. Did you see that?
I did.
Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to find the secret.
So, are we good to continue?
Oh, yeah, for sure. 3, 2, 1, go! Trollolero tried to get the upper hand, but I managed to turn the tables, hitting him with a strawberry laser attack that reverted him back to his normal self.
Ow! My head! What happened? Did I cause all of this destruction?
Yeah, but it's not your fault. The Yin Yang Elephant corrupted you.
I'm sorry. His power is getting out of control.
Do you know where we can find the next 3 gemstones so I can stop him?
I think I know some other Brainrot mobs who can help. Take this.
Trollolero handed me a map to help me towards my next objective.
I would hurry, though. I'm not sure if the Yin Yang Elephant is already after them.
Thanks. I promise I'll stop him before it's too late. With my new lead in hand, I set off. On days 40 through 43, I arrived at the location on the map to find myself backstage at a Brainrot circus. Whoa, there are so many different Brainrots here. One of them has to help me. Just then, I spotted the next gemstone sealed up inside of a glass case. Oh my gosh, there it is! I went to grab the stone, until I spotted the ringleader, Vaca Saturno Saturnita, standing at the tent exit.
You there? What do you want? Can't you see we're busy preparing for the show?
I need that gemstone. The fate of the world depends on it.
Maybe for you, but the fate of my world depends on this show going well.
We turned towards the source of the screaming to find Ballerina Cappuccina had injured herself during practice.
My star! Are you okay?
I think so. that I twisted my ankle. I can't dance like this.
No! My show is ruined!
I can fill in for her. I mean, I am an elephant after all.
That's actually not a bad idea. You fit right in.
But if I do, you have to hand over that gemstone.
The show must go on. Fine, you have yourself a deal. Now, places please, chop chop!
On days 44 through 46, I was about to go up on stage for my performance as the audience waited for me in anticipation. That's a lot of brain rots. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know, but you better not mess this up. My entire reputation is on the line.
Don't worry, I got this. Vaca Saturno entered center stage and greeted the crowd.
Welcome to the show! Introducing our newest act, the Strawberry Elephant!
I entered the spotlight next, ready to begin my performance. All right, here goes nothing. Using my powers, I sprouted strawberry bombs out of my flower. Turns out I'd wowed the audience with my incredible display. When they saw my act, this caused them to erupt in cheers. Some literally. No! For my next act, I wanted to use my size to my advantage and really shake things up. I jumped as high as I could and stomped into the ground with my strength to shake the entire circus. The crowd erupted in excitement once again, giving me the confidence I needed to prepare my final performance. For my final performance, I needed a real showstopper if I wanted to get the gemstone I needed. I took a step back and used my plant-growing power to manifest a giant strawberry in front of the whole crowd. I then used my strawberry laser on the fruit to make it completely disappear. My act was a smash hit as the crowd cheered for my performance. Well, that wasn't so bad.
Are you kidding? They love it!
I mean, I guess it was alright. Thanks.
Don't be so modest, kid. You're a natural. You should think about becoming a professional performer. Oh, we could make oodles of dollars.
I'd love to, but that's not really my mission right now. With the Yin Yang Elephant on the loose, this place might not make it if he arrives.
Yin Yang, huh? That sounds like a problem for my business. I'll help in any way I can. What do you need?
Great. Well, first things first, I'm gonna need that gemstone. With it, I'll get even stronger and inch my way closer to defeating the Yin Yang Elephant.
Oh, of course. Where did I put that thing? I must have left it in the case outside.
Suddenly, one of the circus members ran out in a panic.
Fire!
I turned to find that someone had set the backstage on fire. Everyone, evacuate! I'll get to the bottom of this. I hurried backstage, determined to put a stop to whatever was going on. On days 47 through 50, I arrived at the source of the fires to find the Omega Brainrot was attacking the circus. What's going on here?
I'm making these fools pay for humiliating me.
What? Just then, Vaca Saturno intervened.
This clown again? I told him to leave. We don't want you as part of our act.
Wait, all of this is just because he couldn't join the circus?
He wasn't cut out for it.
I'll prove you all wrong. I'm the best brainrot there is.
The Omega Brainrot lunged at me to attack Vaca Saturno, but I intervened to protect him.
Out of my way!
The Omega changed his target to me instead and came after me with everything he had. I fought back the best I could, but his beams were powerful against my plant abilities. We were neck and neck until suddenly a dark portal appeared right behind the Omega.
What the?
Oh no! This must be the Yin Yang Elephant's doing! I tried to save him, but I was too late. The portal mutated the Omega Brainrot, draining him of his color and turning him into a Yin Yang monster. On days 51 through 54, the Yin Yang Omega Brainrot came after me with his upgraded power. I tried to fight him back, but it was clear, thanks to the power of the Yin Yang Elephant, he was too strong.
You will fall to the power of the Yin Yang Elephant.
He blasted his new Yin Yang laser onto me, causing me to collide with the gemstone case, breaking it free. Luckily, this was my chance to get the power boost I was missing. That's it! I'm ending this now! I grabbed the gemstone, transforming into an even stronger state than before. I gained more hearts and even more incredible powers. I tried to use my new strength to defeat the Omega Brainrot, but he was too fast for me to land a clean hit. Come on! Hold still!
Hang on! I can help!
Ballerina Cappuccina stepped forward, putting on some calming music to the Omega's attention as she performed a calming dance.
Wow, I'm feeling sleepy.
The Omega stopped in his tracks, allowing me to land the hit I needed that reverted him back to normal.
You pest! You almost destroyed my circus!
I just wanted to be a part of the act!
Well, you did have some pretty cool moves back there. Oh, maybe I could take you on as an apprentice.
Oh my gosh, yes, I won't let you down.
Huh. I guess it all worked out in the end.
Everything is still on fire, though.
Suddenly, a new portal opened up before me as the yin-yang elephant entered the area.
I thought I sensed a lot of chaotic energy here.
On days 55 through 57, I was confronted by my archenemy. What do you want?
I'm here to claim what is rightfully mine. Hand over those gemstones.
In your dreams. I'm never letting you go through with your crazy plans.
Then I'll just destroy every last creature in this circus.
The yin-yang elephant used his powers to strike down the Omega Brainrot in a single blow.
No! My apprentice!
Stand aside. The rest of them are next.
Wait! They have nothing to do with this. Leave them alone.
Or what? You aren't strong enough to stop me.
I know. That's why I'll go with you.
What? Oh, no, you can't do that!
I have to if it'll protect everyone else here.
Oh, the first wise thing you've said in days. Very well. You'll be my prisoner.
The yin-yang elephant opened another portal to take me to an unknown location. On days 58 through 61, I appeared inside of a cage with a massive device pointed straight at me. Standing next to it was the yin-yang elephant. What is that thing?
It's something special I've been working on just for you. I'll be taking the power of those gemstones back.
Why are you doing this anyways? You're a Brainrot mob too. Why do you want to destroy all of them?
Because I desire balance. Something this world will never achieve as long as chaotic creatures like you are roaming around.
What do you mean?
Brainrot mobs are unpredictable for better or worse. If I shape the world to my vision, then things will be perfect. Not too much good or bad. Just right. Peaceful.
But if you do that, then where's the creativity? Where's the individuality?
All of that trash? I don't care.
No, it's not. It's what makes the world exciting, even if it doesn't fit your image of perfect.
I've had enough of this conversation. You're at the mercy of me now.
He used his powers to activate the device, causing it to begin charging up.
When this device is done charging, you will be eliminated and the gemstones will be mine. So long.
I watched as the yin-yang elephant left through another portal. I was now on a timer to get out of here before I was vaporized. On days 62 through 64, I began to try and make my grand escape. Here goes nothing! I used my strawberry elephant powers to try and break down the bars, but they were too strong. The yin-yang elephant had made the cage escape-proof. Wait, I'm one with the earth. I'm approaching this all wrong. Instead of focusing on the cage from the inside, I used my powers to grow vines from the outside. They grew up the size of the bars of my prison, surrounding my entire cage. Come on, just a little more! Finally, the prison bars collapsed under the pressure and I managed to set myself free. I hopped out of the way, dodging the device's laser right before getting vaporized. That was cutting it too close. Wait, what's that? When I escaped the cage, I noticed a map lying on the ground and picked it up. It was called Liri Li Lari La. Did the yin-yang elephant drop this? They must have captured Liri Li Lari La. I need to go help him. I followed my new lead to the Badlands biome, where sure enough, I found Liri Li Lari La trapped inside of a cage like I was. Are you okay? I came to help.
Oh no! Run! This is a trap!
What? Before I had a chance to react, a giant insect flew into the area. It turns out I had walked right into the nest and he was hungry for some sweet strawberry fruit. On days 65 through 67, I was defending myself against the insect as he tried to eat me alive. Leave me alone! I can't help that I'm sweet and delicious! The mosquito monster ignored my pleas and continued firing down its overwhelming attacks. I used my strawberry attacks to try and strike the insect down, but their exoskeleton and armor was tough. They overpowered me with their blood slashes. I was losing this battle. Come on! You're a bug! Why can't I squash you?
Maybe you're going about this all wrong. Try to lure them away.
Wait a sec. You're a genius! I used my powers to grow a strawberry to get the insect's attention away from me. The bug turned towards it and flew away, taking the bait. I finally had a chance to free my friend. I better get Liri Li out of here before he finishes eating it. I used my abilities to break Liri Li free from his cage. Together, we escaped the area before the bug was finished with his feast. On days 68 through 72, Liri-Li-La-Ri-La and I managed to find a place to regroup that was safe from the clutches of the insect monster.
Thanks for the help back there.
I couldn't have done it without you. Still, what was all that about?
The yin-yang elephant wanted to have me eliminated too, so he locked me up to get eaten by that bug monster.
Okay, I know why he wants me gone, but why you?
I know where the 5th gemstone is. I'm a threat to his entire operation.
Really? Well, I just so happen to be looking for the gemstone myself.
Well, the least I could do is help you after you went through the trouble of saving me. Take this.
Liri-Li handed me a map, which I took for safekeeping.
The gemstone is locked there, but you're going to need to use all of your power and wit if you want to get it before the yin-yang elephant does.
Don't worry, if anyone's up for this challenge, it's me. I'll bring individuality back to our world to remind everyone that Brainrot elephant mobs can be good too.
I know I can count on you. Good luck.
With no other time to waste, I set off, determined to find the remaining gems as fast as I could. On days 73 through 75, I arrived at the location on the map and found the 5th gemstone locked behind a puzzle. I see what Liri-Li-La-Ri-La meant now by wit. Maybe I can brute force it. I tried the easy way out, using my powers to break open the cage that held the gemstone. Unfortunately for me, it didn't budge. Alright, looks like I'm doing this the old-fashioned way. I looked over my surroundings and noticed that there were different colored pedestals along with signs that stated a riddle. If you want the gemstone to flourish, use your powers to nourish. What is that supposed to mean? I thought about it for a moment when suddenly the answer clicked. If it's flourishing this sign once, it's flourishing it'll get. Using my powers, I grew an assortment of different plants to their full maturity. Alright, tomato, wheat, carrot, and cabbage. Time to put these to use. I placed each plant on the pedestal that matched their color. Once I was done, the 5th gemstone was finally revealed to me. Nice! The stone is mine!
Not so fast.
Suddenly, a yin-yang corrupted Berber patapin arrived to stop me. Looks like the yin-yang elephant sent backup. Time to show him who the stronger Brainrot really is. On days 76 through 79, I clashed with the corrupted Berber patapin. He used his plant attacks on me, forcing me to fight back with fruit attacks of my own. But in his yin-yang form, he was tough. He summoned roots from the ground, striking me from below. I used all my powers, but to no avail. I need to catch him off guard so I can grab the stone. But how? I used the food I had placed on the pedestals and got an idea. Food fight! I grabbed the plants I had planted, ate them, and then regurgitated them to be thrown at the monster, causing him to step back in shock as they splattered onto his face.
Gross!
I bought myself just enough time to grab the gemstone, infusing myself with even more power. I grew larger in size and gained 5 more hearts. Berber Patapim charged at me, but I was ready to fight back. The gem had also given me a new power, which I unleashed, shrinking him back down into its original form.
Oh my, that nasty elephant got to me, did he?
Yeah, but don't worry, you're back to normal now.
Thank you for your help.
Of course, but how did you get all mixed up in this situation too?
The yin-yang elephant has been trying to create an army to stop anyone in his way. That is why he set up this trap here, to try and lure anyone wanting to find the gemstones.
So there are others wanting to stop him?
Yes, like Bombardiro Crocodilo, Tralalero Tralala, and myself. But he has been able to take control of us before we could do anything. You seem to be the only one that can escape him.
I wonder why you and the others have been so easily bested by him.
Well, I wouldn't say easily. I put up a good fight.
I'm sure you did.
Anyway, I think it has something to do with your vegetation powers. They must be the key to defeating him. It's up to you. The fate of the Brainrot world depends on you taking out our biggest threat.
That's a lot of weight on my shoulders.
If there is anything I can do to help, just let me know.
Actually, I could use your help with a task.
And what's that?
Well, a task is a piece of work that needs to be done.
I know what a task is. What do you need me to do?
Can you find all the other Brainrot creatures that I've helped so far and gather them all together? Let me remember who that was. I then thought back to some of my friends that I had helped. I took my chance to strike him down using my new powers, sending him to the ground. The corrupted Brainrot mob reverted back to his normal self and smaller size.
What happened to me?
The yin-yang elephant corrupted you, but thanks to the power of the gemstone, I was able to bring you back. Tralalero tried to get the upper hand, but I managed to turn the tables, hitting him with a strawberry laser attack that reverted him back to his normal self.
I'm sorry. His power is getting out of control.
Hang on, I can help!
Ballerina Cappuccina stepped forward, putting on some calming music to the Omega's attention as she performed a calming dance.
Wow, I'm feeling sleepy.
The Omega stopped in his tracks, allowing me to land the hit I needed that reverted him back to normal. That's right! I saved Bombardiro Crocodillo and Tralalero Tralala, along with some others. They'll know.
You can count on me.
Good. Bring everyone to the fields next to the cherry blossoms. There we can all discuss how we can defeat the Yin Yang Elephant.
Good thinking. I'll see you soon.
Just then, I spotted Garam running by in the distance. What the?
I've never seen him in such a hurry. I wonder what's wrong.
I'm gonna go find out. I pursued the runaway Brainrot, determined to see what was troubling him. On days 80 through 83, I followed Garam Maran until he led me to a daycare full of baby Brainrot mobs. What is this place?
Oh, thank goodness you're here. These babies need tending to.
And what do you want me to do about it?
Just watch them. I need a break. Good luck.
Hey, wait! Garam Maran ran off before I had a chance to stop him, leaving me alone with the baby Brainrots. Well, I guess I just have to watch over these little ones. Maybe there's a clue to the next gemstone around here.
Hey, do you want to play hide and seek?
Sure, little guy.
You heard him! Scatter!
Suddenly, all of the babies ran off until the daycare was completely empty. They were all hidden. That's not what I had in mind. I better get seeking before they cause trouble. I began to seek out each baby Brainrot one by one. I managed to find Tung Tung Sahur first next to the basketball court.
Oh shoot, I thought that was a good spot.
Next, I managed to find Bombardiro high up in a tree. Luckily, I was able to get him down.
You weren't supposed to find me. You can't fly.
I don't need to. I'm the Strawberry Elephant. I continued my search for the others, rounding them up one by one and putting them into a playpen to stay put. Did you see that Easter egg? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to spot the secret. Alright, that should be everyone.
Where's Trolero?
I looked around in a panic and realized that the baby land shark was wandering straight into the forest. Wait! Get back here! I chased after him, hoping to catch him before he got lost. On days 84 through 86, I searched for the runaway Trollalero inside of the woods. Come out, little guy! You need to go back to the daycare with your friends! Suddenly, I spotted him on the other side of a lava-filled terrain hopping around without a care. What the? How did you get over there? I platformed over the lava, using floating rocks as a means to reach Trollalero. However, they weren't strong enough to hold my elephant weight. The platforms collapsed under me, forcing me to pick up the pace. Come on! I'm almost there! After some close calls, I managed to reach the other side and capture the runaway land shark. Gotcha! What made you come out here?
Shiny, shiny.
I looked to where Trollalero was pointing to find the final gemstone standing before us. Wait, you led me to the final piece I was looking for. I can stop the Yin Yang Elephant.
Yay!
Not so fast.
Before I had a chance to claim the stone, the Yin Yang Elephant passed through a portal in front of us to stop me. On days 87 through 89, I was face to face with the Yin Yang Elephant. Stand aside. This gemstone belongs to me.
I think you've forgotten who had all 6 to begin with.
And I think you're forgetting who knocked them out in front of you in the first place. How did that happen again? I thought back to when I first met the Yin Yang Elephant. The Yin Yang Elephant prepared to send out his finishing blow, but something came over me. I couldn't let him destroy everything. I ran in with what little strength I had and crashed into him, causing his 6 or 7 gemstones to scatter all over the overworld.
You fool! You'll pay for intervening with my plans!
The Yin Yang Elephant charged towards me in rage, forced me to run for my life.
That was just dumb luck!
Was it dumb luck every time I defeated one of your converted minions? Maybe your power isn't what you think it is because I managed to defeat and cure every Yin Yang monster you've thrown at me.
You are arrogant indeed. A true warrior would have finished them off for good. You just did the bare minimum.
I saved their lives. Unlike you, all you do is kill and corrupt. I'll never forget what you did to my parents and the other Brainrots of this world.
Do not confuse righteousness with weakness, little strawberry. Soon I will remove you from this world, and all these disgusting Brainrots will either join me or be purged. I will not let a silly fruit mob like you stop me from achieving the balance these lands deserve.
I think it's you who's confused. I will save Brainrot kind.
You are beginning to annoy me. For that, I won't even ask these Brainrots to join me. After I defeat you, I'll simply take them all out and start a new Yin-Yang Brainrot world.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
You won't even be able to speak after I've gathered all the gemstones once more.
Maybe so, but I have 5 now. This one is as good as mine.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that.
The two of us raced towards the gemstone, but the Yin-Yang Elephant beat me to it. Oh no! He grabbed the stone, causing him to grow even bigger and more powerful than before.
Time to see the extent of my new power!
Armed with the gemstone, he hit me with his Yin-Yang laser, overwhelming me with his incredible powers. I didn't stand a chance.
With this power, it's enough to banish you somewhere so you won't cause me any trouble.
The Yin-Yang Elephant used his abilities to tear open a portal, sucking me inside to another realm. Ah! I vanished through it, unsure of where I was headed. On days 90 through 92, I was dropped inside of a shadowy realm all by myself. What is this place? I need to find a way back to the overworld. I explored the surrounding area, but no matter where I went, I felt like I was going in circles. There was no way back home. Just then, I spotted a familiar figure in the distance. What's that? I chased after it, and soon realized that standing before me were my mom and dad. Wait, Mom? Dad? Am I hallucinating?
You're not, son. We missed you so much.
But how is this even possible? The Yin-Yang Elephant,
When the Yin-Yang Elephant used the 6 gemstones on us, we vanished and appeared here.
Us, along with many other Brainrots, have been stuck here since.
I'm sorry I failed you. I could have brought you all back to life, but the Yin-Yang Elephant took the final gemstones from me.
You are not a failure. You are the bravest Brainrot mob I know.
Your mother is right. You shouldn't give up now.
But how am I supposed to save you guys if I'm stuck here too?
There is one way to get you back home, but you only have enough power to take you alone.
That's all I need. I just need one more chance to strike down the true enemy, and then I'll be back for all of you.
Then there's no time to waste. Your mother and I will show you how to get back home.
On days 93 through 95, I followed my parents' lead as they prepared to help me escape the shadowy realm. Alright, so where do I start?
Gather your 5 gemstones. They're crucial if you want to open a portal.
I listened to my mom and laid out the gems in a circle.
Perfect. Now stand back.
My mom and dad used their strawberry elephant powers to activate the powers of the gemstones. They all began to glow, unleashing their magical abilities. Whoa! What did you do?
We imbued them with the power of our love for you. Now, you just need one final push to open the portal.
I think I know what to do. I used my powers to complete the ritual, causing a portal to open up before us.
Excellent. Hurry back. There isn't much time.
Are you sure you two can't come with me?
Unfortunately, we can't. There's only enough power for the portal to remain stable for one mob. That has to be you.
Then I'll do what I have to. I love you both, and promise I'll come back to save you.
We know, son. We love you too.
Good luck.
I said my goodbyes and passed through the portal, appearing back in the overworld just in time. My parents and the other Brainrots are really still alive. We need to stop the Yin-Yang Elephant as soon as possible. Time to gather the others and prepare for the final battle. On days 96 through 98, I reunited with the Brainrot mobs that I had rescued over the course of my journey.
You're back! Baby Trololero told us what happened.
Yes, and it's actually deeper than you think. I explained to everyone what I had seen in the shadowy realm and how the mobs the Yin-Yang Elephant had taken down were actually still alive.
So you're telling us it's possible to bring back our families?
Yes, but I need to take down the Yin-Yang Elephant and get the last gemstones to do it. It's not gonna be easy.
We never said it would be easy, but if you were able to be defeated and come back, then you should be able to take down the Yin-Yang Elephant too.
Just tell us what you need us to do.
I need something to catch the Yin-Yang Elephant off guard. Any ideas?
You're asking a group of Brainrot mobs for the element of surprise? We're experts. Everyone, get to work.
The Brainrot mobs began to talk amongst themselves. As they did, I spotted something interesting, but it vanished before I could get a better look at it. Did you all find all the Super Smash characters? Be sure to rewatch the video and look for any you might have missed. Soon, Trololero walked up to me excitedly.
This will help you. It's a combination of all of our chaotic powers into one artifact.
He handed me an item that caused immense power to course through me. I grew even bigger in size and gained 10 hearts, along with massive amounts of strength. Whoa, I feel much stronger. The Yin-Yang Elephant isn't gonna know what hit him. Suddenly, the ground trembled under our feet. Something big was about to go down.
What was that?
Looks like the yin-yang elephant is planning his final attack. Thank you guys for everything, but I'll take it from here. I ran forward, determined to stop the yin-yang elephant once and for all. On day 99, I confronted the yin-yang elephant before he was able to reach my allies.
I have to say, I'm impressed you managed to escape that other realm.
It'll take more than that to stop me. Hand over the final gem and I won't have to make things ugly.
I'm afraid I can't do that. This world is destined for my divine vision.
What vision? Removing all forms of creativity? Sure, it's chaotic, but it's what makes it fun and unique.
What you call unique, I call flawed. I won't have savages like you ruining this realm for everyone else.
Then you leave me no choice. I'll be taking that final stone by force.
Not if I tear the other ones from you first.
The two of us charged forward and clashed in what would be our final battle. Armed with the power of the final gemstone, the yin-yang elephant unleashed his yin-yang attacks onto me, quickly proving himself as the strongest enemy I had faced so far. I fought back with all the strawberry powers I had gained throughout my journey, surprising him with my new strength. We went back and forth, showing that we were evenly matched, but I wasn't gonna let him win.
Did you get stronger? How?
The power of the other Brainrot mobs are by my side. I'm taking you down! I used everything I had to fight back. The two of us were neck and neck, but soon he was able to hit me with a blow that left me completely vulnerable.
Nice try, but it's time I take things back for myself.
On day 100, the yin-yang elephant went in for the finishing blow, but I wasn't about to lose to the likes of him. Take this! I managed to hit him with a surprise laser attack, causing him to stumble backwards. Now's my chance for Brainrot kind! With his guard down, I was able to land one more blow, striking down the monster once and for all. He left nothing behind except for the final gemstone where he once stood. Mom, Dad, hang on a little longer. I'm coming to save you. I grabbed the final gem, causing me to become imbued with ultimate power. It's time to restore things back to how they should be. I used my abilities on the Brainrot machines to bring my parents back to our world. They rolled down the conveyor belt just like I did on day 1.
We knew you could do it, son.
Thanks, Mom. I'm just happy we can be a family again. Suddenly, I felt a strange feeling inside of me, overwhelming me to my very core. Something was terribly wrong. What's happening to me? The power of the gemstones is too much. I began to mutate, shifting into the form of another Brainrot mob.
No! Drop them now!
I can't! I might hurt you and the others. I have to face this alone. A portal ripped open in front of me, dragging me inside. I wasn't sure where I was headed, but it was clear that my journey was only just beginning.